I've been in the media business for a very long time. It was extremely simple when I started until I met one man, and the one man was Sir Martin Sorrell, and who turns out to be here right now. And what Sir Martin Sorrell said, he said, it's not about media buying, it's about something completely different. It's about media investment management. The problem was with media investment management that it became inordinately difficult to explain to ordinary people, in whom I include our clients. So what we decided to do in media investment management was to reduce the whole concept of it just to 3-letter acronyms. And as a result, today we're going to try and explain media investment management simply in terms of 3-letter acronyms. The first, of course, is the mighty GRP, the gross rating point, 1% of the available population who you're trying to create, the thing that's pursued as if it were a dream by broadcasters and media vendors around the world, and to create a sales mechanism around that that talks about big numbers, and they call it CPM, the cost per thousand. And for those of you that wonder why it's called a CPM and not a CPT, I wonder about it too. And our business is based on the pursuit of GRPs and CPMs. But that's not enough, because all that CPMs do is they buy you exposure. And who gives a batshit about exposure now? Because what you really want now is a cost per action. People actually want something to happen as a result of spending money on advertising. But that's not enough either, because now we can buy video, the mighty GRP, across many channels. So we have to develop things called video reach optimizers, so we can show people that it's not just television, but also the jolly old internet. And so we enlist help from people like Nielsen, who are an inferior market research provider to our very own and marvelous TNS, to develop things like online campaign ratings that allow us to join up not just video, but online display to create GRPs. But as if that wasn't enough, of course it wasn't, because what we need to do is not just look at it online, we need to look at it across channels as well as cross media types. So we create online cross-channel ratings as well. Now, in order to do all of that, what you actually need is a thing called a DMP, or a data management platform. And we've spent a lot of money and we've got no idea what we're doing, but we have got the acronym and we're very confident in the deployment of it. Yet we define it in many ways. Because if you don't have a data management platform, you can't make it interface with a demand-side platform or a DSP. Because if you don't have the data, you can't feed the platform. And if you don't have the platform, you can't interact with things like the Facebook Exchange. Now, the Facebook Exchange produces the single most valuable thing about Facebook, the fact that they have 1 billion members. And so whilst they'll tell you lots of stories about the effectiveness of sponsor stories, it's all bullshit, because what FBX gives you is enormous amounts of volume, which causes a bit of a problem for people like the Internet Advertising Bureau, because what the Internet Advertising Bureau tries to do is create standards to which we all adhere and everyone joins. But, of course, the Internet moves too quickly for the IAB, and much more too quickly for the Mobile Marketing Association, who have really got no idea about what their business model at all is, because actually no one really pays for mobile ads other than search, which means that Google gets all the money, but there's no news in that. And here's our problem in the end, because whilst all that's happening, at the speed it's happening at, the person that wakes up at the end of the day is the Federal Trade Commissioner, who tries to regulate the shit out of us, and everything you've seen up to now is entirely dependent on the application of data, and they say, fuck you, you can't use it, have a beer.